So welcome to Life Hacks with the Tipman. I am Tim Thompson, the aforementioned Tipman. Really appreciate you being here. I think we got some good tips. On today's show, we have tips ranging from you're probably cooking your popcorn wrong to I actually have a way for you to live an additional 6.4 years. Seriously, 6.4 years. So anyway, hey, if you subscribed, big thank you. I just want you to know, without you subscribing, I'd just be a guy in here talking to himself in this big room, which I still am, but somehow it feels less weird. So anyway, on with the show.
I'm talking to Paul.
I really like this tip. It's on the best way to cook popcorn. I mean, there's several ways to do it. You all know what they are. I typically have been using microwave popcorn for years. I just buy the bag, stick them in the microwave. The thing is, if you ever look at the ingredients in microwave popcorn, it might put you off a little bit. It has added oil, added salt, preservatives, artificial flavorings. They actually even use a chemical coating on the bag itself to keep oil from going through. You know, not great. Air poppers are much better, but honestly, they're kind of a hassle. They're big, you gotta pull them out. It takes a while to heat them up. And there is a much better way, and it's this. It is a silicone microwave popcorn popper. Yes, silicone, I know, but it does an amazing job. You basically just put in a little bit of popcorn, you put your silicone lid on top, cook for a couple minutes. It's awesome. The thing that makes this product so great is silicone does an amazing job of distributing heat around. So there's very few unpopped kernels, and yet, the number of times I've used this thing, I haven't burned anything, which is amazing. The other reason I love this is because I can put as little or as much as I want to in here, cook it up, put it in a bowl, I add butter, salt, take it to the taste that I particularly like. And I will tell you, this is cheap compared to about every other method because I can buy popcorn in bulk. It's easy to use like the microwave popcorn is, obviously. Healthy as air popper, but really this is cheaper than both. You can buy one of these on Amazon for 15 to 30 bucks. I actually have a link to some of them below as compared to the others. And the nice thing about this, it actually stores. You can actually squish it like this and just stick it in the counter. I love this thing. For this tip, I'm actually going to give you two really good travel hacks that I personally like and use. The first one's with razors. So if you ever travel with a disposable razor, you have that little plastic cover on there. Man, that thing doesn't stay on. You put it in a toiletry bag, it bounces around in your luggage, it's coming off, which means the blade's going to get messed up, or you're going to reach in your toiletry bag and you'll probably cut yourself with this. There's a better solution, and it is a binder clip. You can just go and put the binder clip on here like this. It fits perfectly, stays on, protects the blade, protects you. Use the 1.25 inch. Binder clip's 1.25 inch. It fits on there perfectly. The other kind of cool thing is when you get to your destination, you can take this thing off, actually use the binder clip as a stand for the razor itself so it doesn't get down in water or anything else. I really like that. I will tell you, you can buy versions on Amazon that kind of fit over it. They work. I got some links to them below, but honestly, binder clip works really well. Hey, the other travel hack I have is you can always tell the difference between newbie cruiser people and experienced cruiser people. Experienced cruiser people know to bring magnets. And the reason you want to bring a magnet on a cruise is because your cabins, the walls and the ceiling are all made of metal. And storage in a cruise cabin is really tight. So you can use your magnets with the hooks on them to store things like hats, jackets, backpacks, belts, cruise lanyards. If you're throwing a party in your cabin, you can put a bunch of these up and put banners. I've seen people do that. What you need to know, though, is you don't just buy any magnet. You need to buy a neodymium magnet. The word is below, neodymium. That's what you're looking for. And typically you're looking for the ones that say that they can hold between 40 to 80 pounds. This is a 40-pound one. And then I also have an 80-pound. 40 is about as low as I would go. Just because you get any lower than that, they don't really hold that well. If you go more than 80 pounds, they're almost hard to get off the wall. All right, they're almost like permanently stuck on there. So kind of go within that range. I do have a pro tip. One of the best things you can do is actually hang them on the ceiling, okay, and hang stuff down. Now, just so you know, if a magnet says it's rated for 80 pounds, that's assuming you have it on the ceiling and you're pulling down. That's 80 pounds. If you put this on the wall, the strength of it's reduced by 60%. I mean, you may get, like for this 80 pounder, you may get 30 pounds of hold. Just know that when you're putting them on the wall. But great hack, highly recommended. If you're over the age of 40, odds are you need reading glasses. If you're under the age of 40, let me tell you what is in your future. Basically, you're going to be out having dinner one night with some friends, and it's going to be a nice restaurant. The font on the menu is going to be really small. The light's going to be dim. You're going to look at it like, man, I can't read this. You're going to take out the light on your smartphone, light it up, and you still can't really read it. And then a buddy is going to look over, see you're struggling, and go, here, try my reading glasses. And you'll put them on, and you're like, oh, man. It's at that moment you realize that you've entered that phase of life, the reading glasses phase of life. We all go through it. This tip is on having an emergency pair of reading glasses with you, because after the age of 40, man, you can be like in a Home Depot or something, and you're trying to, and if you don't have your reading glasses, you're stuck. You have to go ask someone else for help. Yes, I know there's a magnifier on your iPhone, but it doesn't work well when you're trying to read a lot of text. What I do want to recommend to you is a product called Thin Optics. And what it is, it's a very small pair of emergency readers. Really love these things because they have shatterproof lenses, they have memory metal, so therefore it can bend around, it doesn't break. They fit on you like Benjamin Franklin style. They come in all strengths. These things just work great, highly recommend them. The thing I would say is, keep in mind they're only for emergencies. They're not super comfortable, they're not for reading a long time. It's just, if you forgot your reading glasses, you're in Home Depot and need it, you can pull these out and you're good to go. You can get them on Amazon. They come in different styles, 20 to 40 bucks. We actually have a link to them below. It's kind of funny to me, whenever I'm like at a dinner party or something and I don't have my reading glasses and I pull these out, I always inspire at least one person to go out and buy their own. So I should actually get a commission on these things, man. I've sold a bunch of them. Anyway, it's a great product. You remember earlier I said that I have a hack that will give you 6.4 more years of life. And I was serious about that. So in case you're wondering what you can do to get 6.4 more years of life, it is this. You need to floss. Yes, I know, floss. Kind of a boring thing to do, but there has been a tremendous amount of research showing that there is a link between mortality and oral hygiene. And the reason is chronic inflammation. If you're not taking care of your teeth and your mouth, that chronic inflammation can travel throughout your body, causes a lot of heart issues. In fact, there's some recent research showing that if you do not floss, you have a much higher risk of getting Alzheimer's. Seriously, I'll repeat that again. If you do not floss, there is a much higher risk of getting Alzheimer's. And by the way, I encourage you guys to go out and Google check me on all this. Just double check me. You can see the research and the data for yourself. The 6.4 years has been disputed. That number came from a doctor who wrote a book on longevity. Some researchers said, no, it's too low. Others said, that's too high. Bottom line, all the researchers agree you need to do this. Now, I will tell you, I don't like using traditional floss because my mouth is too small and my fingers are too fat. So what I usually do is I'll use a reach, which if you're not familiar with it, it's basically just a disposable flosser with a handle on it so it can easily fit back in your mouth at a 90-degree angle. Works really great, but the best way, I think, to floss is with a water pick. And so I love a water pick. It's easy to use, it's quick. There has been debate over the years as to which truly is better, flossing or water pick.
Flossing is the gold standard, and water pick is what prevents properties.
But what the current research shows is, you know what? It really doesn't matter. You can use either one. The key is consistency. If you're consistent with this or this, you are good to go. I just highly recommend this because, honestly, after I use it, I feel like my mouth is completely clean. I want to leave you with one stat to think about. It has been shown that if you just brush your teeth, that's the only way you clean your teeth, you are missing 40% of the tooth surface in your mouth. Think about that. Almost half of your tooth surface is not being cleaned if you just brush. That's why you need to do this. Links for all these are below. Hey, thanks for watching. Hope you liked these tips. Hope you found them helpful. Would love your feedback. Let me know what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong. If I need to do something better, I will definitely do that. But anyway, have a great week.
Yeah, I really like the orange now.
You know what? It fits with the
Yeah, it looks good.
my black shirt got a Halloween theme going on here. I need to get a commission.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Somehow the way he says that, I don't believe it. I think